I am back with those 3 secret words that I gave you at the end of the previous video lesson on the active and passive voice. Agent, action, and the receiver. Do these words look like that they belong to any Hollywood, Bollywood industry? No. This agent is not that secret agent like James Bond 007. And this action is not that word that every director shouts out at the beginning of the shooting of a movie scene. And this receiver is not that telephone receiver. Then what are these, and why am I talking of these words while teaching you the active and passive voice? Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Madhuri, and in this lesson you are going to learn 3 significant terms which you must be familiar with while studying the active and passive voice. So stay tuned, let's begin the lesson. I'm going to spill the beans. These 3 words, action, agent, and the receiver, are 3 significant terms that you must be familiar with while studying the active and passive voice. They will help you out in your journey of learning the active and passive voice, and I hope after this introduction you will not forget these words. Well, now let's know what are agent, action, and the receiver in the context of the active and passive voice. The agent in a sentence is the doer of the action, and it is usually tagged as the subject. It may be a person or a thing. And the action is indicated by the verb in a sentence. It tells us about the work which is being done. And the receiver is the object in that sentence that receives the action. This agent performs the action, and that action is received by the receiver. This agent is the subject, and it does the action. This action is the verb, and this is received by the object that is known as the receiver in case of the active and passive voice. So I hope it's crystal clear what is the agent, what is an action, and what is the receiver. After introducing these 3 significant terms, let me just tell you in brief what are these 3 significant steps that you should keep in your mind while changing from the active to the passive or passive to the active voice. Dear students, किसी सेंटेंस की वॉइस को एक्टिव से पैसिव में चेंज करने के लिए कुछ रूल्स फॉलो किए जाते हैं. Let's learn and revise all these rules. Before applying these rules, the first step is to identify subject, verb and object in that sentence. Please remember, किसी भी सेंटेंस की वॉइस एक्टिव से पैसिव या पैसिव से एक्टिव में चेंज करने के लिए यह आवश्यक है कि उस सेंटेंस की वर्ब ट्रांजिटिव वर्ब हो. That means there should be a subject, a verb and an object in that sentence. Then only we can change the voice of that sentence. For example, the mechanic repaired the car. Can you identify the agent, action and the receiver in this sentence? Please take your time and just try to identify them. Let's check your understanding. इस सेंटेंस में the mechanic is the agent, repaired is the action and the car is the receiver. चूँकि यहाँ रिपेयर करने का एक्शन या कार्य मैकेनिक के द्वारा किया गया, so mechanic is the doer of the action. The verb repaired is the action. It shows कि क्या कार्य किया गया और यह कार्य किस पर किया गया. इस एक्शन को रिसीव करने वाला कौन है? The car. So the car is the receiver of the action, which is the object of this sentence. So the mechanic is the subject and it's also known as the agent, and repaired is the verb, that is the action. The car, the object of this sentence, is the receiver. इस प्रकार किसी भी सेंटेंस के वर्ड्स को उनके फंक्शंस के बेसिस पर एज अ सब्जेक्ट, वर्ब और ऑब्जेक्ट आइडेंटिफाई कीजिए. So this was the first step. Now let's focus on the rules. First rule is interchange the place of the subject and the object. That means the object in the active voice becomes the subject in the passive voice. Well, let me show you it practically. This agent and the receiver, they are interchanged. Their places are exchanged. The subject goes to the place of the object and this object goes to the place of the subject in the sentence. And this verb remains at the same place, but its form is changed, and that is be plus past participle form of the verb is used in all the passive forms, whichever the tense is. The example that we just had, the mechanic repaired the car, is in the active voice because its subject is the doer of the action. And the passive form of this sentence is the car was repaired by the mechanic. And in this sentence, the car which was the object of the active voice now has been replaced, now has been interchanged with the subject. So it takes the place of the subject in the passive form. The car was repaired. Was is the be verb form and repaired is the past participle or the third form of the main verb of the sentence in the active voice. Also notice the use of preposition by before the passive object by the mechanic. This symbol of cross lets you remember, lets you keep in your mind the first rule, that is the interchanging the place of the subject and the object. And of course, place a preposition of agency before the passive object, which is in most of the cases preposition by. So, active voice से passive voice में change करते हुए सबसे पहले आप subject को object के स्थान पर और object को subject के स्थान पर रखेंगे, और जब active voice का subject passive voice में object के रूप में रखा जाता है, then उस passive object से पहले कुछ appropriate preposition in most of the cases जो कि by होता है, इसका प्रयोग करते हैं. Further, we change the verb form in the passive form of the sentence. Let us take up this one in detail, because this is the case in which most of the learners get confused or they are mistaken. So let us divide this change of the verb form into two parts. The first part is the use of the verb form be. The second is convert the principal verb or main verb into its past participle form. So use that form in all the tenses. So it's easy to remember. किसी भी सेंटेंस के पैसिव फॉर्म में मेन वर्ब की थर्ड फॉर्म या पास्ट पार्टिसिपल फॉर्म का ही प्रयोग किया जाता है, चाहे वह सेंटेंस किसी भी टेंस में एक्सप्रेस किया गया हो. सो द मेन फोकस शुड बी ऑन द यूज ऑफ द वर्ब फॉर्म बी, और वर्ब बी का प्रयोग उस सेंटेंस के टेंस और सब्जेक्ट के नंबर एंड पर्सन के अकॉर्डिंग किया जाता है. सो यूज एन अप्रोप्रिएट फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब बी. In present, these are is, am, are. For past, we use was or were. For perfect, we use been. For continuous, being. For two infinitives, to be. For imperatives and modals, we use be. To learn the use of these various verb forms of be, please refer to the table. You can pause the video and can note it down. Let us see the application of this rule in the example. Please notice the tense of this sentence, the simple past or the past indefinite. Now the object of the active voice has become the subject of the passive voice, and that is the car, which is a singular subject. So according to the tense and number and person of the subject, we use was as the form of verb be. And the main verb, it's used in its past participle form, that is repaired. So the passive form is the car was repaired by the mechanic. Please notice, when we change a sentence from the active voice to the passive voice, the tense of the verb remains the same. As you can see in this example, there is the simple past tense in the active voice and it remains the same in the passive voice. And the second important thing is the verb has to agree with the subject of the sentence. Means the singular subject takes a singular verb and the plural subject takes a plural verb. One more important point. Active voice का subject यदि pronoun हो तो पैसिव वॉइस में उसे ऑब्जेक्ट के रूप में यूज करने पर उसकी ऑब्जेक्टिव फॉर्म यूज की जाएगी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, I becomes me, he becomes him, they becomes them, and so on. Now let me tell you 9 important facts and rules related to the active and passive voice. The first one is try to identify the agent, action and the receiver. Second, interchange the place of the subject and the object. Third, change the tense of the verb be corresponding to new subject. Fourth, change the principal verb into past participle form. Fifth, place a preposition of agency before the passive object. Sixth, change the pronoun. Seventh, do not change the tense of the verb. Eighth, the verb should always agree with the subject. And ninth is, only transitive verbs can be converted into passive voice. When you will watch this lesson series, everything will be crystal clear. So stay tuned for the next lesson. See you in the next lesson. Thank you for joining. Happy learning.